2, 3.
You saw the title, you saw the thumbnail, the length. It is gonna be a long video, and it has taken me months to make this video. It has taken me years to acquire this piece. I've been admiring it from afar. In today's video, you will sit through the 4 to 5 months that we endured in real time into roughly the length of this video. Everything is timestamped. Skip around, watch what you like to watch. I know how intimidating this process can be. This is not a sofa where you can just go in and buy. I mean, you can, but then you're stuck with the colors and material they got in the showroom. Two reasons why I want to show off the entire process of purchasing a Togo. One, help those individuals who have anxiety and like to know what's to come. When I visit a new country, I always look up videos on how to get from the airport to the city. Cheapest way, scam to look out for, a few words that are useful. Two, I know it is not in everyone's budget to get an authentic Togo couch, so you guys can live vicariously through me. If I do a good enough job, you will experience the same euphoric emotions that my wife and I felt or feel. I first discovered the Togo like most with Pinterest and Instagram. Might have been Tumblr as well. I find that some people are a bit embarrassed of finding out shit through these 2-3 platforms. It's a bit like people are scared to say they met on Tinder. It's okay, you know. We're not in the 80s anymore. You're not gonna run into a Togo in a bar at a bookstore. We are on our phones all the time. I don't believe we're in the highest point of the Togo popularity anymore. In my opinion, that was 2020 when COVID hit and people wanted a couch that looks comfortable. Disclaimer, prior to the first visit to the store, in which you will see in a few minutes, my wife and I have never sat on a Togo. We're simply fan of the shape, and all of the videos we consume online, you know, they've told us, hey, it's super comfortable, you guys go out and get one. After I found out about the Togo, I was bombarded with replicas of the Togo because, you know, prices are quite high. We recently bought a house and it wasn't in our minds at all to get the Togo couch, despite both of us being aware of its existence and me wanting it for close to a decade now. One random day I decided to visit the actual Ligne Roset website, and it says, hey, we're currently doing a 15% off. My wife and I got super excited and knew it was kind of like a sign, you know, this is going to be our couch. So we spent the next few hours researching, weighing the pros and cons. We checked the website. You can only look, you can't order online, which is understandable. So there are 8 different sizes to choose from. The standard ones that you and I know: 1-seater, 2-seater, and 3-seater. And here's the rest.
It's for the baby.
On the official website, no prices can be found. I tried to Google it, but numbers were all over the place. There are a lot of people selling their vintage pieces, and then of course the dupes. I then learned that Ligne Roset has individual websites to their location, and once we go on there, we can see the price, kinda. For the 1-seater, it says 1.8K. For the 2-seater, 2.6K. For the 3-seater, 3.4. The corner is 2.6. The ottoman is 1.2K. The sofa Togo is 4.1. I believe these prices are for the Alcantara material because that's what they're being shown. My wife and I eliminated the 1-seater, ottoman, and corner right away because we want this piece to be functional while also retaining the centerpiece vibe of our living room. When we look at the prices of 2 and 3-seater, too close to not take advantage of getting the 3-seater, you know. One more person can sit on it. Next up was the material and color. There are 80 fabrics and 810 colors to choose from. I wanted leather, but my wife was adamant about corduroy. She said she doesn't want anything else. She's a vegetarian, and she said she knows she doesn't want leather. In a relationship, we compromise. The wife wants something, the husband wants something else, and then we compromise and get what the wife wants. I initially wanted us to get the cheapest fabric possible because for me, it's about the shape, not the material. The website was super hard to navigate and was very limited. So my wife, corduroy, I wanted something cheap. I could have sworn I took some footage of our first visit, but I guess I only took a few photos and videos, so we're going to supplement it with my second visit footage and other Togo footage. So 3 locations, only one of them at the 15% sale, which is the Fraunhofer München, which is a mall. We drove into the city roughly around 9 a.m. The store opened at 10. We wanted to catch the workers' lunch break, and at a time where they haven't dealt with too many assholes yet. We talked to this lovely gentleman. Obviously, we're not going to show his face, Schultz, but he is the manager of the store, which we found out on the second visit. Super nice. He helped us without judging us, without rushing us. My wife and I have had a few experiences with store judging us, rushing us, or simply not helping us at all. They don't think we can afford any of their product. We recently went to visit the Margiela store in Munich, and the woman was just rude to us. Okay, so we got into the store, and the first thing we saw was this purple Alcantara in the showroom. We both sat on it, and we knew right away. I meant it. We knew right away this is the couch. I know Alcantara already because I've been looking into cars, and it's the premium material for the interiors of like Mercedes, Audi, Bentley, so I knew it was good and long lasting. Remember how I said my wife was adamant about the corduroy? She finally felt the color and she changed her mind immediately. The gentleman then showed us all of the material we could pick from. After she sat down on the purple couch, the Alcantara grew on her. This was also helped by the Alcantara being fake soy, so no real animal was harmed in the process. The manager also sold us more on the Alcantara. He told us it's the most popular material because of its durability and it just pairs so well with the shape. At this moment, we didn't know the prices yet, so I asked, hey, what is the cheapest material we can pick from? And he showed us this. I liked it because he said it was the cheapest. We then learned the cheapest one is 4.2K and the Alcantara is 4.8K. The leather was north of 6K and there are 3 kinds of leather. We're not going to get into that. So the cheapest material was out, the corduroy was out, so we really only had the Alcantara left. There's got to be a reason why this gentleman is suggesting it and why luxury car loved the material. With regard to the purple couch, he said he could sell it to us with a 20% discount. I was tempted, but my wife, who is smarter than me, suggested that let's not get overexcited. We're already getting the 15% off and this purple one has been sat on by so many people, it's dirty, blah 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 blah. Honestly though, had he said 25% or 30% off, I was gonna walk out the store with it. Not the end of this argument either. Second visit, I will bring it back up again. We then learned it takes roughly 3 to 5 months to order the couch. The night before we got to the store, my wife was saying she wanted neutral color. I was set on vibrant such as green, red, orange, yellow, blue. I have this footage, so let's look at it together.
During our first visit, we saw the purple, right? I knew going in I want something colorful, and then she said, you know, neutral looks good too.
Whatever you say, baby girl.
I knew I had to like persuade her out of the neutral way, like, because you don't want to tell people they're stupid, that their opinion is wrong, so you got to steer them away, like, hey, what about purple? What about yellow instead? You know, neutral. Every other house was like neutral.
The manager helped us there too. He said he always recommended vibrant because it's better for the shape of the Togo, but he does say some people do go for neutral, but whenever they ask him for recommendation, he suggests something vibrant. I was able to snap this photo with all of the prices. I asked and he said it was okay to take a pic, so I'm gonna assume it's okay to post it. It just prices, nothing proprietary, that is only for the employees or Ligne Roset. By the way, Ligne Roset, if you want me to remove this part, simply sell me a Togo for 40% off and we got a deal. If we look closely on the left side, it says Stoffer, microfaser, leather, and Stoffer means fabric, microfaser means microfiber, leather, leader means leather. The alphabet, you guys got to figure that part out on your own. It corresponds to a material. As you can see, the cheapest fabrics 3-seater sell for 3.5K, which he didn't tell me about. He said the cheapest one was 4.2K. The Alcantara that we wanted is the most popular. It sits at 4.8K. The cheapest leather material is 4K. Half aniline is 5.6K and full grain full aniline is 6.2K. Pause here, read all of the prices, do with that information what you will with it. We learned that we need to put a 30% deposit down, which is roughly 1.3K, and that the sale lasts until the end of the month. So we had roughly 20 days to decide on the color. We were okay with the high price tag. We know they hold their value. We know we will pass it on to our kids. We'll talk about all of this later. By the way, it was not the right time for us to buy this sofa at all. We were both jobless. I still haven't gotten my visa to stay in Germany long term yet. Again, it holds its value, so we're fine there. We also have money in our saving accounts. This sofa also doesn't break my 20% rule, so it's a bit just like another Rick Owens product. We do not recommend doing what we did. We're afforded this luxury by having 2 very supportive families. We knew that if we ever ran into trouble financially, we can seek them out for help, but 4K isn't a lot for us, which is a very privileged thing to be able to say. Most people don't even have 4K in their savings, so we get it if you choose to judge us. The couch is only going to increase in its price tag. Sometimes life isn't always doing what is best for your future. Sometimes it's about doing what feels right for the soul, doing what feels right for the present. This couch brought us happiness right away. I've been taught all my life about the idea of suffer now, enjoy later. Later never comes, by the way. Suffer through elementary school, your middle school self will thank you. Suffer through high school, your college self will thank you. Suffer through working so you can retire at 60. Suffer through retirement, life will get better when you're 6 feet under the ground. So yes, it's a bit reckless to do what we did, but we have justified the purchase to ourselves already. I actually recorded a decent amount of footage, so we'll cut to Makasy in the car here.
I agree. To Ligne Roset. I'm pronouncing that wrong. We're buying a couch today. Finalizing the color, blue. What do you think? It was a battle between blue, purple, and yellow. So we're hoping if he does get commission, you know, we hope to give it to him because we like the guy. So the plan is we're gonna go to the store. If he's not there, we're leaving.
Ja, weil das genau.
Ist und das jetzt dann schon so einen grünen Shade.
Die sind alle schön, also von der Seite kann ich Ihnen gar nichts abraten.
Aber in der Farbe haben sie gerade nichts da.
Wow, so cool.
Also das ist die Togo, der Dreisitzer ohne Armlehnen. Ich habe hier nochmal die Maße, Bezug Alcantara, die Farbe Infanta und dann gehen, also das ist der reguläre Preis und das wird...
Alcohol. I'm gonna check the price tag of this.
They like it too.
Alright, you don't want to be in it.
I want to be in it!
So, the guy wasn't there. It turns out he's the boss. He's sick. And then we asked her, the woman that you saw in the previous footage. They don't get commission, so I don't know. Maybe she's lying. I doubt she's lying anyway. So originally we wanted the Alcantara Bohemian, but turns out turns out when you order it in store, you get so many more color options. So like there was so many more different type of blues. Whereas if you do it online, for the blue you only get a few options. Go into the store with
But the color looks very different online and also
Yes.
in the dark and in the sunlight.
Yeah.
We went outside, the one color looked more greenish and
Yeah.
then we went outside and it was blue.
Right. So what we suggest is if you're planning on buying it, just zone in on the color, but like just as a big color. I want blue, I want green, because when you go into the store, there are gonna be so many variations of greens,
And
of
for me,
blues.
it was also hard to imagine it on the couch. Like
Yeah.
I like this shade of pink for a second, and then we saw it in the store, and it looked like flesh. So
Yeah.
then what can it
So
do?
just if you
Just
can,
with the shape, the
Yeah.
color like gets a different.
because when
gets a
you see it on
different
the square, you know, it's so small, but when you see it as a Togo, it's very different. We put a deposit down of 30%. And delivery is $115. We might reconsider that if we're, you know, we might save a few bucks if we're already in the city. I'll just carry it through the tube. They got champagne or
and the same color.
yeah, and I'm pretty sure she did it on purpose, right?
I don't think she did it on purpose. I think they're pre-packed.
Yeah, maybe they're pre-packed to the color you order. And I'm pretty sure you only get these for like big purchases. You know, if you get a small one, I doubt it. You probably get something smaller. You know, there's probably gift levels.
It's nice.
Yeah, it's a nice gesture. I'm gonna look up the price tag. I'll put the price tag right now, so if it's nice, if it's expensive,
It's not super expensive, but it's a good brand. My parents like it.
it's better be over $100. But the woman was super helpful. She was very nice, gave us time. I like that when we were picking colors, she was just over at her space doing her thing, because I do feel that pressure sometimes, like pick now, I gotta go on about my day, pick now. But I liked her a lot. I like the whole store, you know, the workers there are very nice. Ligne Roset Funhof? Yeah, Funhof. Funfulful. And delivery time. She said it can either be 2 months or 3, possibly 4, because, you know, we are ordering it in October. And, you know, Christmas, I'm sure, you know, a lot of rich people, they probably gift each other Togo, you know, so one day we'll reach that status. Oh, they removed the purple. We were gonna, we
weren't gonna get it.
Oh, we were. So here's the situation. It's story time. I made a deal with her. I said, I'm gonna ask him for 30% off. And maybe he'll do 25 or something. But I was genuinely ready to buy the purple one for 30% off. If it was 30% off, we would have bought it today. But then when we walked in, somebody already bought it. Now there's a black leather ones.
Our two girls has never been to Paris, so we took them to Paris around October 29th, I believe, and we ran into the craziest thing ever, a Uniqlo with so many Togo. At first, I thought it was fake, because why would you put such expensive furniture for so many customers who would put their dirty sneakers and shit on there? I literally had to look under to find the Ligne Roset tag, and then I was properly shocked. Okay, it is now November 14th, 4:30 p.m. I just realized we haven't gotten... Hi! It is November 14th, and I just realized we haven't gotten an email from Ligne Roset. And when did we buy it? October 14th? This is me asking you to participate.
I just wanted to be it?
Okay, we got it on October 14th. Yeah, so it's been roughly 1 month and we still haven't gotten the receipt. I'm just a bit concerned right now because I would love the email saying, hey man, we got your order and we're working on it, and then maybe provide us some tracking.
We were around the store, so we went and bothered them again. So they put the order number in, some status came up, it was in German, so I didn't really know what it said, but there were about 5 to 7 lines, and she said it's a really good sign. Once we get to the 6th or 7th update, it's likely it will be delivered to the store or your house in 2 weeks. So I am expecting the email to pay for the rest of the couch soon. Hopefully one day I build a good enough relationship where I can just go there and film my bureau. They got great furniture. Ligne, Roset, think about it. You get some exposure from a customer as well. I've said only great thing about your furniture thus far. I can film other review for you. Think about it. My email's below. Okay, it is now January 24th, 5:37 p.m. Good news, we got a call from our Ligne Roset client advisor, whatever you want to call it, the workers there. They called and said, hey, Makasy, Sita, your Togo, it will be ready on Monday. Do you still want to have it shipped to your house, or do you want to come pick it up in store? We told them, yeah, we changed our mind. We don't want to pay that $115. We can just go pick it up in store, drop it off at our new home. And it couldn't have come at a better time. I am feeling very existential. So this is good news that will pick me up, you know, pick up my mood, make me a bit happier, because I do look forward to the couch. But again, one more thing. They haven't asked us to pay, or they haven't sent us a link to pay it yet. So I'm thinking we're probably gonna have to swipe our credit card when we get to the store on Tuesday. Okay, it is now day of delivery. My wife has a task, I have a task. I'm walking my dog, and then we're gonna go to the store. It's a bit mucky today, the weather. It's it's like half raining, half snowing. So the loading process will be a bit hard. I'm hoping it'll come in a box and plastic. The weather is not gonna stop me from camera. The weather's not gonna stop me. Then you look at the clock. Ligne Roset. Okay, we're at the first appointment now for my wife. What I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna make my prediction. So packaging, it's gonna come in a box, like a big box. I'm hoping they don't, you know, compress it down like those Chinese shops, like when you buy those bed in a box. If it does come like that, I'm gonna be so disappointed. I might not even take the delivery. I'm fairly excited. Okay, I don't use this word often, but I'm a bit giddy. Like I find myself just smiling here and there because I know this couch. Okay, let's get deep for a second. Let's get douchey for a second. This couch, it's a bit of a signifier that you have made it. And that's what I'm looking at this couch as. You know, I've been staring at this couch for roughly a decade now. And, you know, a lot of people have the replica, which is fine. We'll talk about that in the next video. You know, if it's not within your budget, don't go broke for a couch. I always tell people, don't go broke for clothes. Definitely don't go broke for a couch. It's like buying a Rolex, you know. It's a sign that you've kind of made it, or this is the next successful step in your life. Let's switch the camera a bit. I don't know what else to say. I'm just giddy. I don't get giddy that often. The last time I got giddy was the Rick Owens Stray 2K boots, because it was so different. Box though.
But that's good.
The couch is in the back of the vans now, but it was slightly disappointed by the packaging. There's no box. It just plastic wrap, which has dampened the mood a bit. But we're not buying the couch for the packaging, but it just would have been nice, you know. It is a luxury purchase, so I kind of expected more, but that's on me, you know. That's expectation. I went in there. Happiness is life minus expectations.
I think it's double wrapped too, look.
Yeah, well, we're taking all our outside clothes first.
You want me to undress?
Yes.
This is the only time we can drink and eat on the couch, huh?
Relax. It is very low. Don't worry, we'll open it in a second. We haven't had anything to eat. Delivery. I'm not a fan.
Well,
I wanted a box. It's a bit underwhelming in the sense that there's so much expectations put onto it. I'm trying my best to avoid that and look at it as if I am still looking at this couch on my laptop, on Pinterest, on Instagram, on TikTok, so we don't lose that joy. Because, you know, when you build something up so high, it's never gonna live. It's never gonna live up to your expectations, no matter how good it is. Let's take a knife to this seam right here.
It literally says, don't take a knife. We brought scissors.
Okay, scissors, same thing. Whatever we can cut with. This is our home for now, and renovation has started. So
This is so comfortable though.
can we unbox, please?
Okay, 1 second.
Thank you. We're both a bit grumpy right now because of the weather, and we haven't had anything to eat.
Shut up.
So. It's been a long and rainy day, as you can see by the previous footage. But I cannot get over the sad, pathetic packaging. We spent $5,000 on this bitch. Okay, you do the cutting, because I'll probably cut it wrong.
So should we do one here and then one across?
How about we do it at the seam right there?
But then we have to take it out.
Okay, whatever you think is best.
Okay.
Well, we need to get over... Okay,
This is so stupid.
at least it's double plastic. I've learned to just let her do it because she knows it better than me. You know, before I got in a relationship, I didn't know there was a right and wrong way to fart or, you know, use my hands, how to shampoo my hair, how to brush my teeth,
Shut up.
how to eat, like where the spoon goes. I've learned so much since I got into the relationship.
Go from this side. I already made a hole.
Which side is the right side to start cutting? Why can't I cut it? Is it not a left-handed scissor?
Makasy, can you just use the scissors as scissors and not as a
I
knife?
can't cut it.
Are you stupid?
Yes.
Just placing it on there. And then we can just take this out. Help me.
It's a one-person job. It's not that heavy. How to push the couch back?
My shoes.
Better not. Finally. We are a bit wet, so I am a bit concerned, but it's okay.
I'm not wet.
I am. From the couch. It is comfortable. To quickly compare it with the first time I sat on it, which was the purple one, there was a bit more indentation because, you know, people have been sitting on it for so much. If you look closely, there's not a lot right now. Like, it's only very little, it hasn't stooped in yet. Am I crazy or is that, yeah.
You are crazy.
Cool. Okay, what do you think about the color?
I love it. I think it's perfect.
The material is nice. Alcantara.
I was a bit worried that it was going to be too dark, but I think the color is perfect, especially because we have the big window, so it's going to be very lit up.
I think any blues would have worked, but the nuances, if you want to be a dick about it, you know, oh, this shade of blue is a bit different. In the end, it's blue. For the people that just comes in and like, oh, he has a couch. That people that don't know the Togo, are like, oh, blue couch, nice. Are you gonna be like, no, that's Infanta blue, bro?
I will.
How about when we lay it sideways? It's not that comfortable because it's, you know, it's supposed to be made for 3 people. If we sit this close, like, can we function normally? Eat your food.
On the couch, are you crazy?
Yes. In the review, you will see it all. Originally I was gonna do in one video, but I decided to cut it up. Oh yeah, I need to film a new outro anyway, yeah. So for this video, we're just gonna show, this will be the end. Like, I don't know what else my wife and I can say. It just, if you wanna be douchey about it, oh, we can talk about the nuances, but it's a couch. It's just a couch. Give me something that you dislike so far.
Just the packaging.
I do apologize on behalf of the both of us about the lack of excitement. It's been a long rainy day.
It's also just because we know we can't leave it here. We have to pack it back up, bring it to the basement.
Right, yeah. So renovation, we're gonna remove all the floor, blah 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 blah. So we're gonna pack it back.
So once we see it with all our furniture, once we see it with the new floor, I think it's gonna make me I'm very looking forward to that.
I'm just looking forward to shooting B-roll in this living room. Because, you know, at my old location, which is all white, at our parents' house right now, they're also getting a new home. Their new home, I like their new home a lot more. It's a very Scandinavian, yes, very Scandinavian. I like their new house. The furniture they picked, the colors, the wood, they're getting a lot of woods, which is nice. We can't really afford the woods yet, so.
We literally are doing wood.
I'm trying to stay humble, okay? We can't just let the audience know we're getting everything we want. It's not relatable. Like, you're wearing Homme Plissé and Peter Doe. It's not relatable. Your shoes are though. Little bitch. I don't think it's the most practical of couch because you get assigned seating. There's 3 seats here. You can't fit more people. I mean, you can, but you're not supposed to. Yeah, in the next video, which will come out in 5 months, I want my wife and I to live in it. I want to have the house ready and then show you guys what the couch looks like in the new apartment. This is still work in progress. We'll show you how to clean it, blah blah blah, how it looks.
So you're supposed to clean it with a damp towel or a damp cloth. She said not to use tap water because of the chalk in it. You're supposed to use bottled water.
So we have to go buy bottled water plus which is an expensive water that my mother-in-law loves.
I love it too.
They're too good for plastic water bottle. Is there the right way to turn the camera off?